Good morning. Excuse me. How you doing today? What is that little glare thing right there? What's that all about? Huh. Yeah. Whatever that spot is right there. No idea what it is. All right, good morning, everybody. If you're watching this as a rerun here, of course, you can skip ahead here to 16 minutes. All right. We got quite a little time just getting on ahead of time, making sure the audio's coming through and all that good stuff. Open line Saturday. No guests. Thank you. Cappuccino. Clean off the board here. All right. That is done. Well, let's see what else is going on here today. It's getting closer and closer. Oh, let's see. All right. I got nothing going on here. Waylon Turnus, good morning. Uh-oh. I didn't charge my phone last night. Let's see what's going on here. This is the temperature out today. Morning, Karen. 35 degrees out this morning. Windy. It is windy. Trees are shaking. I should say tree is shaking. On the way of a high of a 41. Good enough. Should be good. Okay. Stations. I have 6:52:30, 6:52:30 on mark. Probably 7:52:30 your time. I don't know why there's such a push for switching everything to Central Time. It's not that hard. No matter where you go to make a time zone split something, you're going to have to switch time somewhere or another. It's going to be good for some, not for others. Used to be the Missouri River. Still is in South Dakota. Simple that way. My morning ivermectin. Once a week. Keeps the creepy collies away. Waylon, you going to be at the mule deer thing tonight? All right, we'll see you there, man. Morning, Wayne. Hey, Wayne, before as you're listening here this morning when you're setting up, let me know if you guys have a heavy cord so I can plug some stuff in. If not, I will bring one. Let me know how long I need to bring it to. Bringing the wife and kid. You know you were married. Somebody actually said yes to a guy from Shields. What the hell? Must be a keeper. Maybe she just married you for your hunting land. Thanks, Wayne. Oh, man, I got a lot of feeding to do before I head up that way. They usually are, Waylon. They usually are. Then they sober up after you get married, and they're sitting there scratching their head and looking at you sideways, thinking, "What did I do? What did I do this for?" Jesse Flath in the house. Hey, I got a microphone for you.
Testes. Oh, I
You
still
can
got
shut that
YouTube
off.
on, yeah.
You want to grab a stool there, buddy? There's one behind that table. I started going through some of my audio equipment, making sure I had stuff.
See that?
What's this cord?
Hemorrhoid pillow.
Ooh, I need that. You need a hemorrhoid pillow?
No,
He's
but
really.
I whose it was. I'm gonna leave it on there.
Watch your head on that.
I'd hit that every time.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Waylon Turner said his wife was drunk when she said yes to marry him.
She was drunk?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
She just married him for his hunting property in Shields. See those TikTok videos?
I see lots of TikTok videos that you send me.
Well, there's some on there. It's like these good-looking girls are like, I got my dad, he's got 2,000 acres of hunting land. I'm single and everything. I'm like, yeah, right. You just want likes. Wonder how some of these people get a lot of money on this TikTok stuff. Oh, 657, guys. 657 on the nose.
We don't have the correct tools to make a lot of money on TikTok.
We have the correct tools. They're probably not sized correctly.
Fair enough. I got to get back on YouTube here so I can see the comments. At least I'll just turn my volume down.
They have they're calling them mom talk. Instead of mom talk and all this, we could do dad bod talk.
I don't know.
So, 6:58. 6:58 coming up here shortly. Station 6:58 on. Wait for it. 6:58 on. Mark. Good morning, Chuck Hansen, Pierre, South Dakota. KGFX, the powerhouse of Pierre. So yesterday, went pull up to the bull sale, and one of Sterling's, Casey's son, Sterling. I don't know if you know him.
I don't.
Good guy.
Well,
good
I've probably met him, but a long time ago when he was really little. Good
kid. He, one of his buddies shows up in a stretch limo on the reservation.
Awesome. So funny thing is, we did that for the girls when we went to Arizona last week because neither one of them have ever even sniffed a limo. So I spent a little bit of money and made it so Dad didn't have to drive 45 minutes at 11 o'clock at night to come pick us up. And
so here's the thing. I'm looking for a limousine. I have been for like 5 years now for brandings.
We found quite a few of them.
We found some, but they still got to be somewhat decent and reliable. But here's the thing. I'm going to start Slope County Uber.
My buddy bought a limo 2 years ago. He got engaged and was getting married, and he decided, you know what? I want a limo for my wedding, so he went and bought one.
Got one.
It's still sitting in Hazen.
Is it worth a darn?
It's all right, yeah. They fire it up on occasion, take the girls to prom, and
good idea.
she's got daughters that I suppose the oldest one must be, oh boy, I don't know how old them girls are, to be honest with you. I know the youngest one.
Why wouldn't you be honest with me?
Because sometimes you just can't be. As soon as I said it, I knew you're going to get it. God dang it. I haven't said that in a long time.
I ain't going to lie to you. So, okay, 7 o'clock coming up here. 0000. It's 7 o'clock coming up on Mark. Gene Cox, good grinders, people who drive in the left lane of a 4-lane highway, people who want me to get over. They want me to merge on the interstate slower than the speed of traffic. So here's the thing. I drive in the left lane on some interstate stretches because some like through Dickinson.
If you don't, you'll break your back.
Good grief, is that rough? And it's brand new cement, and it's still
they messed something up when they poured it.
Probably.
I get in that argument with a buddy of mine from high school that lives down south of Denver, and my theory always is this: hey, if I'm in the left lane and I'm already going 4 to 5 miles an hour over the speed limit, what's your problem?
Pass me on the right side.
Pass me in the ditch. I don't care if you're going that fast. You're breaking the law. They all want to say that I'm breaking the law for driving in the left lane. That's
some states it is.
I know, it's dumb.
Yeah, some states you can't drive in the left lane. You can only do that for passing purposes.
Yeah.
There's some people that drive in the left lane on 2 lanes. 2-lane roads.
We've seen that before.
Yeah. Mayor Cox, he's going through Mulbridge. Remember, stay in the right lane.
Yeah.
I wonder how Brent Chemnitz is doing.
What do you mean?
I haven't seen him in a long time.
Oh,
I didn't get fishing last year.
Yeah.
I didn't get sent Gene down fishing. I didn't get to go fishing. See, Gene says he hit a nerve already. That's what it's about. Maybe we should start the show talking about how lever action guys have no reason to go out hunting.
just poking the bear.
Well, it's like all these guys, crossbow guys, they shouldn't really.
Oh, I know.
I just go kill stuff. Good grief.
All that, just like you and John talked a couple weeks ago, all that arguing and infighting is going to push us to that one tag system someday if we don't be careful.
Well, I think it's coming.
Yeah, I do too, especially with the numbers, what they're going to do now.
Yeah.
I got a theory on that, but I'll save it for the show.
Good. Got all kinds of stuff. Hey, we got Let's Go Brandon shirts we can give away today.
All right.
Yeah.
The question that I asked you right when I got down here, we could ask that. It's a pretty easy answer. First caller to call in.
How many limos does it take to feed cows?
The whole what's in your pocket.
Oh, gotcha.
And they can't text. It's got to be call. Got to come on the show live in order to win a shirt today.
Yeah, but that's hard for me to get the information unless we're going into break.
I don't care.
You know what I'm saying?
All he needs is
Good morning, Scott.
Yeah, I've got a binder in the shop with all the info that I was going to bring with just to make sure.
YouTube's they got a new system now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, you got to scroll down and hit not available for kids. If you don't know where that is, it's kind of messed up.
Why is it not available for kids?
Because otherwise I have to put disclaimers and all kinds of stupid stuff on YouTube.
Oh, fair enough. That makes sense because Karina tried to find your show one morning on her iPad.
Yeah.
But how was she doing it? Was she on kids' YouTube or was she on regular YouTube and still wouldn't let her pull it up? I don't remember.
Yeah. It's only adult content. Jay says we're watching it. Good morning. First steer can rope off, and then first we need steers we can rope off of, and then a limousine.
Steers you can rope off of? Oh, like saddle them up?
Like saddle them up, rope off the steers or buffalo or anything. I don't know about that. Nellie thinks she's got a steer that she can do that off. Oh, yeah.
Really?
All right, stations, we're going to go here. It's going to be, I'll do a countdown. It's 7:04:30. 7:04:30 on Mark. We're going to go quiet here until the start of the show. Good morning and welcome to the Saturday edition of Dakota Prairie Outdoors. I'm Scott Bachmeyer, your host this morning on here at the ranch. It's a windy but warm Saturday morning. Good to have you along here today. And all across the Dakota Territory on stations like KGFX out of Pierce, South Dakota, KOLY in Mobridge, KFYR Bismarck Mandan, KCJB in Minot, and KLTC in Dickinson. Jesse Flath joins me here as there's a reason Jesse's joining me in studio. And that is you come down to borrow something so you can pick it up today and take it back with you. Wasn't planned other than that.
No, and that just...
that and you got rid of your kids for a day.
I did. It just, that whole plan came together about a day and a half ago, and we looked at calendars and schedules, and it was going to be today or tomorrow, and with the kids staying at Grandma's last night anyway, because we were in Bismarck, seemed like a prime opportunity to make a quick rip down here. And
yeah. And we have stories on how you got here, so we're going to talk about that. First and foremost, we want to remind everybody, today's program brought to you by a few of the sponsors here. Smith Saddle Butte out of Hardin County, South Dakota, down by the Buffalo side. Great family, great place down there. Their annual bull sales coming up Saturday, February 19th at the Bowman Auction Market, Bowman, North Dakota. The Wassum Red Angus sale is coming up February 17th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon Mountain Time at the Wicks Sale Facility south of Richardson, North Dakota. So there's a couple bull sales. Also, today's broadcast brought to you by the Northern Badlands chapter of the Mule Deer Foundation. 21st annual banquet going on tonight, Jesse. You and I are going to be there doing the emceeing, auctioneering, and all the entertainment. Waylon Turnus is going to be there.
Bringing his wife and kids.
He's bringing his wife. Does he have more than one? He said kid, so I don't know if he's got more than one. He might, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not around Bismarck, Mandan, but you never know. He might bring a whole crew of them in there, but we'll see them coming up. Doors open at 5 o'clock this evening, and it's at the Baymont Inn and Suites, or as I call it, the Seven Seas.
Pretty much everybody in Western North Dakota still calls it the Seven Seas. I know. If you say the Baymont, they have no clue what you're talking about.
The Seven Seas. Meal is going to be about 6:30. Live auction to follow. Just having a good time. Get this. They got a flamethrower.
I heard that. Yeah.
I need that. Take a guess why I need a flamethrower out here at the ranch.
Tumbleweeds.
No.
Oh.
Net wrap. You were close.
Oh,
yeah, there's a lot of net wrap out here right now as we get into the feeding cycle of things here. But anyway, big thanks to those sponsors. Join us tonight at the Baymont Inn and Suites, Mandan, North Dakota. The stock show is going on in, this is the last weekend of the stock show.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I did not make it down. First time I haven't made it in the stock show, probably in 20 some years.
And I haven't been there in almost 20 years. I thought about that last night.
Yeah.
Been a long time. It's always a good time down there, but
it's a great time
to get down there sometimes.
Well, I had some feeding issues going on here. The whole ranch thing got in the way, and some colder weather here. It's like it's supposed to be like 25, 30 degrees, and it was like 17 below the morning.
Yeah.
Of, so things don't like to move very fast, including myself, and when it's that cold. However, some of the rodeos down there were absolutely phenomenal. I get to see some of the, get this, Ranch Rodeo champions. Guess where they're from? Or one of the guys is from.
Down at Stock Show, they have a Ranch Rodeo?
They had the world champion Ranch Rodeo.
Really?
I think. That's what I'm calling
That's what you're going to claim anyhow.
It's the big one. All right. Teams from all over the nation come in for this one. It's a pretty big one.
I'm going to say a team member from that was from the Rame area.
No, close. Kind of that Scranton Reader area.
Oh.
Austin Visser.
Oh, okay.
And that dude is handy.
I was thinking maybe Stetson was down there.
No, so Austin was on the winning team. Plus, he got Horse of the Year.
Oh,
and his horses. Have you seen some of these ranch rodeos? What they got to do?
Yeah,
it's pretty impressive, and it can get to be kind of messy sometimes, and it's a lot of fun watching. So congratulations, Austin Visser, on Horse of the Year and winning the ranch rodeo down there as well. Now, I did have somebody ask, any snow on the ground in Southwest North Dakota in the Badlands? Not very much. There's the only stuff that we really have. There's a little dusting here and there, but after today, not much is going to be at all. So
Waylon clarified, by the way, he said one's enough.
He only has one kid. Okay. Somebody's retract the message. All right.
I bet you if you ask his wife, she's got 2 kids though.
Yeah, him,
Waylon, and his son.
Him and his son. It's open line Saturday today because there's sometimes it's very difficult, Jesse, to find guests to come on a weekend.
Yeah,
it is. And I was going to do open lines anyway, but now that you're here, we're going to talk a little bit before we go into the first break. Why can't you carry pocket knives anymore? What's up? I thought a real man is supposed to. Okay, give the story here last night at the PRCA rodeo that was in Bismarck.
So when we realized that I was going to be down here today for the show, and we talked about what we should do, and you were in the middle of a bull sale, and I was busy, so I just sent you couple word sentence in a text message, and it was, what grinds your gears? Because we haven't done that in a long time on the show.
Yeah.
And the Bismarck Civic Center is what grinds my gears.
two things that grind your gears.
And there's another one that the event center. Now it's the Civic Center. It always will be.
Just like 7 Seas.
Just like
Baymont,
the UND Fighting Sioux. But anyhow, so you got a rodeo going on. So who comes to rodeos? Every farmer and rancher and rodeo fan in 100 miles every direction from Bismarck, right? What's the one thing besides a sea of cowboy hats? What's the one thing that everybody that comes to that is going to have on them?
Probably a pocket knife of some sort, or a clip knife, or anything.
There was a lot of annoyed, for lack of better words that I can say on the air by FCC regulations. There's a lot of people having to walk back to their vehicle in -2-degree weather because they were full-on airport-type security, metal detector gates, people with wands. I mean, come on, folks. What are we... I've had enough of this. Safety, masks, can't have a fingernail clipper unless you're in your own home. I mean, I don't know. What does anybody else think about that? I'd like to hear from somebody that went to the stock show down in Rapid. Was the stock show in Rapid locked down that tight? I mean, we've got K-Fire Agri International in 2 weeks. Am I going to have to get a full butt cavity search before I go in the Civic Center for that? I mean, this is just out of hand.
Well, so that might be different. So like the stock show, there's vendors, right? Like I bought my hay knife down there.
Right.
So I think vendors, when there's vendors with that type of stuff, probably not. There's probably not that security. That might have been a rule from the PRCA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It may have been handed down through that side of things. You never know. But yeah, phone lines are open today, talking about anything you want. It can be outdoors. It can. If you want information, it used to be live. These people used to take, it was called Car Talk, and they would solve your vehicle issues on the air. We could do that.
Well, I don't know if we're going to solve anything, but we can talk about it.
Make it up as much as they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But very rarely do you get a talk show where you can actually call in and have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, there's not a lot of live talk shows anymore.
Very, very few. 888-932-5682. That's 888-932-5682. You can also text message if you're shy, 701-425-6651. I had some great calls last week after the program, too, that we'll get to coming up here.
T-shirt giveaway, too.
Let's Go Brandon T-shirts, courtesy of Ponderosa Screen Print and Embroidery out of Rapid City, South Dakota. We can give those away. We'll just have a little bit of fun here this morning. Enjoy it as a warmer day. We need some moisture out there. We'll be back. More coming up your way. This is Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition. I'm Scott Bachmeyer. Good to have you along here this morning, all across and on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. That way we'll be back after these messages. Cattle producers, it's time for the Wassum Red Angus annual production sale, February 17th, 2 p.m. Mountain Time at the Wicks Sale Facility south of Richardson, North Dakota. Selling 55 bulls, 40 open commercial heifers, and 10 bred heifers. For a full list of sires and catalog of the bulls and heifers, you can go to WassumRedAngus.com or find them on Facebook at Wassum Reds. February 17th, 2 p.m. Mountain Time at the Wicks Barn south of Richardson. The Wassum Red Angus annual production sale, where the one thing that hasn't changed is their commitment to raising top quality Red Angus cattle.
As an independent insurance agency, Dakota Community Insurance partners with leading insurance companies to offer products that are designed around you and your farm insurance needs. As a leader in farm and ranch insurance, we can help you to minimize the risk to you and your operation, including farm equipment, livestock, farm buildings, and crops. Stop into your local branch to visit with our insurance agent or visit DakotaCommunityBank.com. You can rely on us when nature strikes. Dakota Community Insurance.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
It's every American's right to bear arms. At Mandan Sporting Goods, we're here to help you support your Second Amendment rights, which reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Whether you're looking for a pistol for personal defense or collector gun, we have the staff to help you. We also have the area's largest inventory of ammo and reloading supplies.
Mandan Sporting Goods, the area's local gun and ammo specialists.
Our outdoor heritage is important to North Dakotans, and the state's oil and natural gas industry is advancing the possibilities for conservation. The North Dakota Outdoor Heritage Fund receives up to $40 million per biennium from oil and natural gas taxes. The industry is reclaiming land for future generations, and it's developing our state's natural resources in harmony with our great outdoors and wildlife. North Dakota Oil and Natural Gas, advancing the possibilities. Brought to you by the North Dakota Petroleum Foundation.
Join Piper's Auctioneers for our upcoming 2022 spring equipment auctions throughout the entire upper Midwest, featuring Piper's regional auctions and exceptional farm retirement auctions in Bowman, Turtle Lake, Sioux Falls, Grafton, Steele, Balta, Baldwin, and New England, North Dakota, highlighting late model John Deere, Case and New Holland equipment, along with 2,800 bales of Western hay and an unbelievable antique tractor and engine auction. For more information, contact Piper's today at 701-523-7366. Full inventory on dozens of land and equipment auctions can be found at pipers.com.
Western Frontier Insurance. Agents that understand you, your needs, and the community. Whether you're looking for coverage on your farm, ranch, home, or auto, you can trust that Western Frontier Insurance will find you a combination of price and coverage that works for you. No fancy jingles, no talking boxes or animals, just good neighbors helping to keep you covered. Western Frontier Insurance. Offices in Hazen, Washburn, and Wilton. The Smith Saddle Butte Ranch annual production sale, Saturday, February 19th, 1 p.m. Mountain Time at the Bowman Auction Market. Selling 45 registered yearling Angus bulls. Sires include Highway 3123, Hoover Know-How, GAR Ashland, Stallion 7986, plus many other top sires. If you're looking for quality bulls without the BS, look no further than Smith's Saddle Butte Ranch. Join us on Saturday, February 19th, 1 p.m. Mountain Time at the Bowman Auction Market.
Did you know that Dakota Community Bank and Trust was recently named North Dakota's best small bank in Newsweek's America's Best Banks 2021? According to Newsweek, from over 2,500 FDIC-insured institutions, we are amongst the nation's top banks to serve our customers' needs in today's challenging times, ranking number 1 in North Dakota. We invite you to come bank with us. Stop in today to your nearest Dakota Community Bank and Trust and see what being America's best small bank is all about.
Our outdoor heritage is important to North Dakotans, and the state's oil and natural gas industry is advancing the possibilities for conservation. The North Dakota Outdoor Heritage Fund receives up to $40 million per biennium from oil and natural gas taxes. The industry is reclaiming land for future generations, and it's developing our state's natural resources in harmony with our great outdoors and wildlife. North Dakota Oil and Natural Gas, advancing the possibilities. Brought to you by the North Dakota Petroleum Foundation.
Don't you worry, one day I'll settle down. And when that time comes, I hope you're still around. I hope you're still around. I hope you're still around.
Welcome back, everybody. Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition continues this morning on the it's a sun's rising, popping over the top of the old horizon here in the Badlands at the ranch. Good to have you along here this morning. Jesse Flath in studio with me. And Jesse, we got a phone call here. Let's go to Jim. Hey, Jim, thanks for staying on hold, man. How you doing?
Oh, not too bad.
Where are you calling from?
Day. Miller, South Dakota.
Miller. And you said I need to go to Miller for what reason now?
Check out South Dakota Arms. They have a flamethrower sitting on the shelf.
They do. And everybody
waiting to be bought.
It needs to be bought. This is the kind of guy I like right here, Jesse. It needs to be purchased. What do you know how those things work? I know a friend of mine down in Texas bought her husband one, and I don't know. I mean, I have no idea how they work, but they look like a lot of fun.
I don't know how they work, but I keep looking at it every time I walk in that store. One of them things that if I went home with it, it would be good.
Find all kinds of uses for it.
Aren't you supposed to ask for forgiveness instead of permission? Isn't that easier?
I do that quite often already.
Miller, South Dakota. I knew some people out of Miller, South Dakota. Like, what was his name? Wayne Hopkins, I think, is a name out of that area.
Okay. Yeah, we got this nice little store started up a few years ago, and South Dakota Arms, Tal and their staff, great people.
Yeah, well, Jesse's looking it up on the internet right now here. South Dakota Arms. Thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate it, Jim. Thanks for listening.
Yep, have a good one.
You bet. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. 888-932-5682 is the phone number here. 888-932-5682. You can remember that, too. It's 888-9-DAKOTA is the toll-free number. South Dakota Arms. What are you finding there, Jesse? What do you see?
Well, I found them.
There was another person that texted me this, too, and said that, some of these small mom and pops that are popping up like this is in the smaller towns, they have inventory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They find the inventory, just like Thumper.
One of my best kept secrets for ammo used to be the Garrison Senex. And everybody else found it apparently because they're out now too. They got a nice little website, has their featured items on there, and
we got to make a South Dakota run one of these times here, man.
In-store firearms they've got separated out as to different from what they can order, so you can see what they've actually got in stock. Yeah.
So get online. Go check them out. We could do this. It could be how do they call this on the radio sometimes? Free drops. If you have a business you want to give a little promotion.
Name drops.
Feel free. It's free promotion Saturday, or if you know any good little sporting goods stores around.
I'm also looking to see where that's at. And
it's in Miller, South Dakota.
Well, I know that, but I can't remember where that's. Okay, it's just North Aberdeen.
Yeah.
All right.
Aberdeen. There's a place.
That's Aberdeen.
No, you're different. No, you're in the wrong area.
That's a different Aberdeen.
Miller, South Dakota. It's you could say it's south of Selby.
Yeah,
is where it is. So, Jay Berg says absolutely no lockdowns at the stock show, no masks, walking around with open drinks. So they didn't have it at this house.
What about walking in the door though?
Yeah, no
strip searches.
Nope.
No, could carry your belt knife or your pocket knife or whatever you had.
There you go.
Well, then it wasn't a PRCA thing because the stock show rodeo is also PRCA.
That's
so it
true.
is a Bismarck Event Center thing. Straighten your act out up there, Bismarck Event Center. Jeepers.
Oh, come on now. Now you're just mad because you tried to slide like a 8-year-old kid down the stair rail and they yelled at you.
Yeah.
Miller's an hour east of here.
All right.
So technically, it's south of Selby.
Yeah. North of
I know I
Nebraska.
drove through it on our way to. There's another place that I was in. Oh, where is that? Dimmock. Have you ever been to Dimmock, South Dakota?
Maybe.
I don't know if you have. They have this little. They have a Dimmock Dairy Farms.
Okay.
And the dairy, and I grew up on a dairy farm, so it's kind of got a little bit. I enjoy that. So they have their own cheese store. And
I like that story.
I'm telling you, you want to. So if you, and they have a website too. I think it's Dimmock Cheese or something. But they also sell homemade like alcohol, like the Prairie Berry wines.
Oh, okay.
But there's a place in Pierre that makes it's called Coyote 100. It's like moonshine.
Okay.
They sell that stuff in the Dimmock store too. So there you go. I'm name dropping places that people probably haven't been to before. So there you go. But anyway, drove through Miller on the way home from that side of things. Anyway, before the end of the break here, Jesse, there is, you and I were discussing, there is a program. We're not going to even say the program.
Yep.
There's a program in one of the two states, either North or South Dakota, that is partly working. Holy cow, my internet just froze on you.
Did it?
But anyway, there's part of it on this program that is partially funded by many groups. And my argument with this is two of the groups are very anti-hunting, anti-ag, heavy duty, like World Wildlife Fund is one of them. Nature Conservancy is the other one. Okay. And this program is partnered with these groups to try to do some programs with landowners.
Mm-hmm.
And to steal a line from Daryl Lease, once you dance with the devil, you'll never lead. And I have a problem with any organizations that are anti-ag, anti-hunting, very open about that, coming into the back door and giving money through different organizations that make it seem like it's okay. But I have an issue. That's what grinds my gears, man.
Yeah. And it's tough to, even if, like you said, even if it is a good program, which the further I dug into it and looked at it, when you've got, and I will call out some organizations, World Wildlife Fund.
Yeah, those I will call out.
Organizations like that, if they're involved in it, my support or acceptance of that program immediately goes away.
Yeah.
It could be the best program, equip, grass planting, tree planting, whatever in the world. As soon as someone like World Wildlife Foundation
Fund,
World Wildlife Fund,
you're thinking of World Wrestling Foundation.
I kind of was. As soon as they're involved, I'm out. I'm 100% against whatever it is immediately.
It is. You got to be careful with those organizations because it happened in California with the coyote hunting.
Yep.
And Arizona. You were there in Arizona. They can't have coyote tournaments anymore because of groups like this that said it was a conservation deal and gave money to organizations that it seemed like a great idea. And all of a sudden, it's gone.
There's always a backdoor want when you're getting money from a group like that, and they will get their point across with dollar bills eventually.
They say follow the money a lot of times. And if you do follow the money, it usually ends up finding out where it's actually coming from here. So
I got to grind my gears text here.
Well, we got 2 minutes.
You know what grinds my gears? When you have a couple good friends doing a radio show and you don't get invited.
Everybody's invited. I gave out the phone number for crying out loud.
I want to know if Russ would have drove all the way up here and did it in person with us if we'd let him know. Next time he's getting a call the night before, we're going to call him out on this one.
I'll tell you this right now. If anybody needs a flamethrower for net wrap, I bet he's one of them too.
Yeah. Say, I've got a question.
Okay.
I'll ask the question right after break.
We'll do it in the second half.
I've got our first T-shirt question that relates to a subject that that we covered earlier, but I'll ask it after the break.
And we're
going to want them to call on the break.
Well, we'll do it, but they'll have to text me their address so I can mail it to them. That's the only thing,
Perfect.
And I got Valley City. I know it took me like a month and a half to mail the last one out. So
this time I can take it with me though and mail it from the real world.
Yeah. Somebody asked me how often you get your mail, Scott. I'm like, if we're lucky, we might get it 2 times a week. It's supposed to be 3 times a week, but
I was going to say, you don't even have daily mail service out here.
No, we don't have daily mail.
And then depending on weather and lots of other things, sometimes you don't get it your allotted time.
No. And
the whole rain, sleet, and snow, no matter what it's coming thing is kind of...
That's in the past. Yep. Neither rain nor... that and... I'm not going to call out the delivery company. I have one delivery service that does great. They come up to the house and they're a little scared of the dogs. That's okay. But we have one delivery service that will wait like 6 months if they have more than one package to deliver up here, then they'll bring them up. But if it's just one, but we are out here. I mean, I get that. We're in a long ways out here. Anyway, 888-932-5682. Coming up on the second half here, more what grinds your gears. We'll talk. We got some opening seasons, turkey season coming around both North and South Dakota. The deadline to enter for both is coming up around the corner. Turkey season marks the start of hunting season here for 2022. Back after these messages. Cattle producers, it's time for the Wassum Red Angus annual production sale, February 17th, 2 p.m. Mountain Time at the Wicks Sale Facility south of Richardson, North Dakota. Selling 55 bulls, 40 open commercial heifers, and 10 bred heifers. For a full list of sires and catalog of the bulls and heifers, you can go to wassumredangus.com or find them on Facebook at Wassum Reds. February 17th, 2 p.m. Mountain Time at the Wicks Barn south of Richardson. The Wassum Red Angus annual production sale, where the one thing that hasn't changed is their commitment to raising top quality Red Angus cattle.
As an independent insurance agency, Dakota Community Insurance partners with leading insurance companies to offer products that are designed around you and your farm insurance needs. As a leader in farm and ranch insurance, we can help you to minimize the risk to you and your operation, including farm equipment, livestock, farm buildings, and crops. Stop into your local branch to visit with our insurance agent or visit DakotaCommunityBank.com. You can rely on us when nature strikes. Dakota Community Insurance.
At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
It's every American's right to bear arms. At Mandan Sporting Goods, we're here to help you support your Second Amendment rights, which reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Whether you're looking for a pistol for personal defense or collector gun, we have the staff to help you. We also have the area's largest inventory of ammo and reloading supplies.
Mandan Sporting Goods, the area's local gun and ammo specialists.
Our outdoor heritage is important to North Dakotans, and the state's oil and natural gas industry is advancing the possibilities for conservation. The North Dakota Outdoor Heritage Fund receives up to $40 million per biennium from oil and natural gas taxes. The industry is reclaiming land for future generations, and it's developing our state's natural resources in harmony with our great outdoors and wildlife. North Dakota Oil and Natural Gas, advancing the possibilities. Brought to you by the North Dakota Petroleum Foundation.
Join Piper's Auctioneers for our upcoming 2022 spring equipment auctions throughout the entire upper Midwest, featuring Piper's regional auctions and exceptional farm retirement auctions in Bowman, Turtle Lake, Sioux Falls, Grafton, Steele, Balta, Baldwin, and New England, North Dakota, highlighting late model John Deere, Case and New Holland equipment, along with 2,800 bales of Western hay and an unbelievable antique tractor and engine auction. For more information, contact Piper's today at 701-523-7366. Full inventory on dozens of land and equipment auctions can be found at pipers.com.
Western Frontier Insurance. Agents that understand you, your needs, and the community. Whether you're looking for coverage on your farm, ranch, home, or auto, you can trust that Western Frontier Insurance will find you a combination of price and coverage that works for you. No fancy jingles, no talking boxes or animals, just good neighbors helping to keep you covered. Western Frontier Insurance. Offices in Hazen, Washburn, and Wilton. The Smith Saddle Butte Ranch annual production sale, Saturday, February 19th, 1 p.m. Mountain Time at the Bowman Auction Market. Selling 45 registered yearling Angus bulls. Sires include Highway 3123, Hoover Know-How, GAR Ashland, Stallion 7986, plus many other top sires. If you're looking for quality bulls without the BS, look no further than Smith's Saddle Butte Ranch. Join us on Saturday, February 19th, 1 p.m. Mountain Time at the Bowman Auction Market.
Did you know that Dakota Community Bank and Trust was recently named North Dakota's best small bank in Newsweek's America's Best Banks 2021? According to Newsweek, from over 2,500 FDIC-insured institutions, we are amongst the nation's top banks to serve our customers' needs in today's challenging times, ranking number 1 in North Dakota. We invite you to come bank with us. Stop in today to your nearest Dakota Community Bank and Trust and see what being America's best small bank is all about.
Our outdoor heritage is important to North Dakotans, and the state's oil and natural gas industry is advancing the possibilities for conservation. The North Dakota Outdoor Heritage Fund receives up to $40 million per biennium from oil and natural gas taxes. The industry is reclaiming land for future generations, and it's developing our state's natural resources in harmony with our great outdoors and wildlife. North Dakota Oil and Natural Gas, advancing the possibilities. Brought to you by the North Dakota Petroleum Foundation.
Don't you worry, one day I'll settle down. And when that time comes, I hope you're still around. I hope you're still around. I hope you're still around.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Dakota Prairie Outdoors Saturday edition. Grind your gear. What's on your mind type of focus here today. Jesse Flass here with me. And don't forget, today or this evening, the Northern Badlands chapter of the 21st annual banquet of the Mule Deer Foundation at the Old Seven Seas, Baymont Inn and Suites, Mandan, North Dakota. Jesse and I will be your hosts, I guess you could say, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Your host, your MCs, your auctioneers, your ringmen, everything will be there. And Waylon's going to be there.
And his kid.
And his wife.
And his wife.
You know, and that can be good or bad. Because, you know, Waylon usually drops $2-3 grand every time that I see him at these auctions. I bet you he doesn't buy a single thing tonight. I bet you he doesn't.
I'll take that bet.
Okay.
I think he's going to buy something tonight.
Well, on the auction.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll take that bet.
Waylon, don't let me down.
$2-3
I'll work
grand.
on your wife as soon as we're there.
Anyway, doors open at 5 o'clock here tonight at the Baymont Inn and Suites. Dinner's about 6:30. I call it supper. I always thought
dinner's noon.
Exactly. When I grew up, dinner was lunch, or noon area was, you know, the dinner bell rang.
Yep.
And that's changed for some reason. Everybody says, oh, no, dinner's more of a fancy. Supper's just like a meal, but dinner's like a fancier thing at night. I guess I grew up with different terminology than that. You know, that's it. First gun, first rifle you ever shot a deer with. Mine was a 1903 Springfield 30-06.
Model. Oh, what did I use? Oh, I used a Model 99 lever action 22-250.
22-250.
Yep.
What was the first animal? Whitetail or mule deer?
Mule deer buck was my very first tag I ever had. I didn't start hunting deer till I was
30.
No, it wasn't quite that bad. I think I was a sophomore in high school, but we didn't have the whole youth season thing and all that back then. So
yeah,
I think probably 8th grade year at that age was about the first year you were eligible, 13-ish.
I can't remember. I do remember my hunter safety teacher was Ron Eli. He was the sheriff out of Grant County.
I don't remember who mine was, but I'll almost put money on it that it was probably Gene Davis.
Yeah, probably my father-in-law.
Because I had mine in the study hall at the high school.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
You know, so South Dakota calls it, I think they call it Hunt Safe. And I did a program on how I feel about, I really think hunter safety education classes or Hunt Safe, whatever you call it.
Mandatory school.
I really think it should be a mandatory thing. And here's the reason why. It's not just because of hunting. You learn more in this. I mean, you learn to identify a game.
Gun safety.
What, say you find something, or even knife safety for that, or, you know, for crazy people that go to PRC rodeos with them. There's more to it, you know, than just hunting. And I think it's important. I really do. Now, here's another thing, too. I think hunter safety or hunt safe educators should be paid.
Absolutely.
I think that should not be a voluntary, because here's what's happening in my area.
That's not just your area, because I already know where you're going.
But I know you know where I'm headed with this. The good for them. I mean, if they're volunteering their time, hats off to them. I would like to donate money. I don't even know if that's legal, if I can do that or not. However, the reason Oh, that's a good one.
We have a hard time
Hold
getting.
on. No, this text, trust me,
Okay.
This solves everything.
Oh boy.
It does. Okay. So
Okay.
anyway, the local educators here that volunteer their time, hats off to them.
Yep.
I mean, they're doing it and they're doing it, and I don't. So I mean, they're stepping up. I'm not. Here's the thing, though, is they don't want to have a huge class, so they limit it to like 15 kids. There's like 60 some kids in the area right now that missed it during COVID and missed it last year. They want to get their hunter safety because they want to go hunting. The parents want them to get it so they can go do that, the family thing. And they only offer one class. It gets filled up like that. And the volunteers are like, that's a lot of time they got to donate all weekend. I don't know. Some places it's 7 days. Some places get it done in 3 days. Whatever you do, I wish there was more opportunity to have more classes. And I think if you were to pay them something, I think it would open up the doors to get more and more of these kids in there.
And then the Game and Fish throws back the answer back to you when you say that. Well, they can take the online class. You still have to go in person the first day to get your stuff. And then you take your online class, and then you still have to go back the last day to do your practical test.
Right.
You still have to travel. So let's say
somebody has to be there to hand out material.
Absolutely.
And do the practicals.
And even so, we've got 2 instructors up in my area. One of them kind of handles the in class, and one of them handles the online. From what I'm kind of gathering,
okay, that's a good idea.
But from what I can see, even the online class is limited because when they come to do the practicals, they can only handle so many kids doing the practicals.
Right.
So now here we are again. We've got a group Facebook chat that the instructors, they're doing a great job of trying to get everybody through. But when Game and Fish limits your size of class, or they limit the size of class themselves as instructors, they have to have classes more often, and them guys are giving their time, like you said.
Yeah, they're donating it.
My question is this. After like January 3rd or whatever it is, when a lot of your seasons close, your hunting seasons close, all you've got is ice fishing. What are the game wardens doing most of January, February, and March? Why are these classes not taught by the game wardens? That should be part of their job, in my opinion.
I'm going to argue against that.
No? Okay.
Okay, and here's why. Their job is to go around and do their job and scouting out and making sure people are, we got this story that came out of Spearfish here. South Dakota guy fined $13,300 for poaching 14 deer because they were eating his pine trees. And if you don't know that story, you can, yeah. And he admitted it. He's like, yeah, they're doing this. But anyway, I think they need to stay and do their job.
Okay.
We have volunteers that are willing to do this, but I think they would be more willing if they were reimbursed something. I really do. I think, the people that do it, like my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, they do a great job.
Right.
All right. If somebody's going to go through practicals and pass through Gene, you better be good at practicals.
Right.
You better know what you're doing. And that's what I want to see. But I just think it should be a paid thing. Now, okay. That's one thing that grind my gears. Now, going back to dinner versus supper.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That's the one. That's the message you got excited about?
Is what I'm going to use the rest of my life when I have this argument.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
The text comes in and says, Jesus held the Last Supper, not the last dinner. Settled. Boom.
That is a good one. I like that. We might have to get a t-shirt made for that. Heck, that's awesome.
Love it. Okay. That's the great one.
That is pretty good.
Kelly Spring, who's on his way up here.
You might have to put that in your headstone even. Hey, that's pretty good.
I might have to put that in my headstone. I love it, man.
I do too.
Oh, yeah. Kelly says 4-H shooting sports is the closest thing right now that we have to really get kids encouraged into doing this. Archery in the schools program, great program.
Yep.
All right.
I've actually got some 4-H leaders in my area. If Dean is listening, he's already hit me up. He wants my help and a couple guys helped. My daughter wants to do 4-H and we haven't made a meeting yet. We've just been all over the place, but I think that's a good avenue to get people started.
I stand behind 4-H and FFA. Great school programs. Okay. Well, I shouldn't say 4-H really isn't a school program.
No.
FFA is. However, did you know that FFA, those blue corduroy jackets, have been around since day one?
Yeah. Yep.
They haven't changed, and corduroy's back in. Anyway.
Speaking of being around since day one, I've got our question for our t-shirt giveaway.
Okay.
Where are these T-shirts from again? In Rapid City? What's the name of the business?
Ponderosa Embroidery and Screen Print. It's Doug Morrison.
Okay.
Grew up with him and over by the res when I grew up on the Standing Rock res area. And he's just a good guy. And I'll tell you this right now. If you want anything printed on a ball cap,
will he customize everything?
He will do everything for you. And this is the thing: is some places like won't do it because they're like, oh, that's not politically correct. He don't care.
Not his problem.
Not his problem. He's like, if you want this done, I can do it for you. So, to get a Let's Go Brandon T-shirt from Ponderosa Screen Print and Embroidery, Rapid City, South Dakota.
Yep.
Text 701-425-6651. The first correct text.
Or you can call in live.
But I have to get their address. So
we'll
texting is a little easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need live callers, baby. Here we go.
We can get live
Ready?
callers. Yeah.
This answer blew my mind. We were looking up a few different things. When was the original Mitchell Corn Palace built?
The original
one, because it's been rebuilt a couple times. Some situations happened, but when was the original Mitchell Corn Palace built?
And this is the answer is according to what Jesse says is the right answer.
Yeah, because we found a couple different things, but it's this date is pretty steady. So Dean Cannell is listening, and
Darren Munn says 1939.
Nope,
incorrect.
Dean Cannell is listening, and he just busted me. He said, "Your kids have made a meeting. You did not," in all capital letters. So fair enough.
John Palcheski says 1956.
Nope.
Okay. Here's what a lot of people don't realize on the Mitchell Corn Palace is the corn is switched out every year.
I didn't realize that either. Yeah. Reading this.
Have you ever been there?
I've been past it, but I've never went to it. Yeah.
I went in and toured it here. Hey, we got somebody on air here. Let's go on there. Well, good morning. What's your answer?
I didn't even hear your question. I just got it going.
Well, we'll ask the questions. Ask Jamie.
Jamie, what year was the original Mitchell Corn Palace built?
Oh, I've never been to Mitchell, South Dakota, but I guess I'll give it a 1963.
Oh, no. You guys are way, way, way too late. Okay. It's got
1963 was like the 47th rebuild of it.
All right.
So Jamie, what grinds your gears?
Hold on. First, he sent me a text. He said his first deer rifle and deer Savage 340B 222 mule deer buck.
No, I just reloaded a bunch of.
And he still has it. I have my original gun too.
I have it.
Yeah, my original first rifle.
I don't have mine, but I know where it is. It was actually my Uncle Gary's gun. So,
all right, what's on your mind this morning, Jamie?
The grind my gears is if you make sausage with a bunch of people like I always do.
Yeah.
And I'm the main guy who smokes it because I got a huge smoker. What grinds my gears is when I make sausage and somebody says, "Not too much smoke."
He's calling out his sausage making friends. Fails. I love it.
Yeah, it never fails because then they eat mine. They're like, "Oh my God, that's awesome! I love the smoke." And then the next time they're like, "My wife said not too much smoke." And then the last couple of times I look at her and I go, "Where's your wife at?" She's home, and I'm like, "Yeah, she's not here, so I'm going to smoke it like I want to. So sit down and shut up and have a beer." If somebody's smoking your sausage and you don't know how to do it, just sit there and take it how they're going to smoke it. Because I've never had a man complain that there's too much smoke. I'm like, it's always some dude's wife, like, you know. But she ends up saying, "Wow, that sausage is really good." And then at that point, I want to go, "And you said don't smoke it too much."
Yeah.
You know, come and make it for once instead of just telling your husband what not to do with a sausage.
Yeah. Well, there's a good grind your gears. Hey, I got something for you too.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think we have a correct answer.
Okay.
Well, we have.
So okay, let's hear it.
So I'm going to go through these.
Okay.
1929.
Nope.
1906.
Nope.
1892.
Yes.
That first text came from Waylon Turnus, the guy that
that'll be easy to deliver.
We're
we can
deliver
give it to him
tonight. And Waylon, text me the size your kid too here because we'll bring him one too.
And he has to work to school.
What was the prize anyways you're giving away?
We got Let's Go Brandon shirts that are donated from Ponderosa Screen Print and Embroidery out of Rapid City, South Dakota.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. Well, now he doesn't have to win anything tonight. He already won. He can save money.
No, we definitely have a bet going on.
The bet, he doesn't have to win anything. He's got to buy something. I need Waylon to pull me up during the live auction. So
Yeah. So in 1892.
All them guys over at the marina make like $40-50 an hour, so that should be a light snack for him to buy some.
40-50. You haven't had a boat fixed in a while.
Well, I bought a propeller from him. That wasn't cheap.
No. I'm still fixing my
Not
boat.
like yours. I didn't tear out in the lower unit.
Yeah, my 3rd of July incident is still being ironed out.
Oh, don't forget, we are in on the fishing tournament again this year.
Did you send that to me, or do you have it? All right, I'll take it with.
Jamie, appreciate you calling in, friend. So come on
You
down
bet.
and let's
Have
do
a
some
good
hunting
weekend,
one of
you
these
guys.
times. All right, man. See ya.
Love it.
You
Love
bet.
it. We'll see you guys.
You bet. See you later. John Armin says, raised at Full Draw Bow Camp. The kids get certified in bow hunters education, which is another great one to do. And
I thought of him last week.
What? Voluntary again.
Yes. I thought of John's program. In fact, when you had John on, was that last week or 2 weeks ago?
Can't remember.
Yeah, last time you had him on, we were talking about some of this stuff, and John brought up a good point. There's a lot of people that don't want more hunters out there because the land is getting crowded, and that was a good point John made. The problem I have with that theory is this. We need more people educated in hunting and wanting to hunt so that the pressure is there to leave our hunting rights alone. So that if you reduce your number of hunters, there's just that many less people out there that understand it, like it, and will help everybody else fight to keep our hunting rights. And we don't have the Arizona and California no coyote hunting tournament baloney. Goodness.
All right. So I can see both sides of this.
I can too.
Now, this Steve Bertelli.
Okay.
He runs a show called, I hope I pronounce that right. I used to watch it quite a bit.
Okay.
I stopped watching Outdoor Channel. I stopped watching Pursuit Channel. But anyway, he has a show called Meat Eater.
Oh,
and he would go,
that.
he'd kill something, and then he'd bring it in, and he'd show how he prepares it and cooks it. Okay, this is the guy who got me thinking that I needed to try coyote. Okay,
yep.
This is the guy. Don't do it, by the way. Okay, prairie dog is even worse, and I tried that. So anyway, his brother, evidently, they have a podcast. Everybody's got a podcast,
right?
And his brother is the kind of a mountain man type guy.
Mm-hmm.
And his brother's the one who said that there's too many people hunting. We need less or whatever. And I can see that side of it because he's a mountain man. He wants his a seclusion. He wants to be out there. He doesn't want the pressure. He doesn't want the public hunters coming out because he likes his area. He likes his space. He likes his solidarity. He likes that, right?
Right.
And I'm that way out here during deer season.
Right.
So, but I think that it's such an important thing to keep these kids hunting. If we don't have the next generation of kids getting involved, we don't have the parents taking them out or their uncles or I don't care, aunts or whoever. There's more and more women hunting now than ever. We're going to lose that conservation side of things.
Right.
And I hate to say the word conservation, but the money comes from hunters. All right. You go to Africa, if you go on a safari, if you're going to kill an elephant and you're spending like guy in Williston, let's spend $75,000 here and kill this bull elephant. That $75,000, a majority of that goes to conserving elephants.
Yep.
They're only taking the ones out. I mean, that need to be taken out.
And that's the thing that people don't understand about that either. A lot of times, whether it's an elephant or a lion hunt, they're taking out that big bull and they're targeting the elephant that's beating up the rest of the elephants, killing other male elephants. They're problems.
Not allowing them to breed or however it is.
They're actually that particular bull elephant is, I think, are they called a bull elephant?
Yeah.
It's got to be. He's hurting
the reproduction
because he's taking everything out.
And the same thing with lions and all this, giraffes. Oh my God, you'd kill a giraffe. Yeah. If
I had a place to put it, because if I kill a giraffe,
full live mount, boom.
But you know what? There's a guy in Hazen that has a full body giraffe mount. I haven't ever got to see it.
A full body?
Full body, from what I've been told.
Holy cow!
I gotta.
But here's the thing: but that's where the money goes. All right, and a lot of people don't realize that, and they're like, "Oh my God, kill a lion!" Anyway, what do you think about $300,000 for a sheep tag at their last convention? Okay, and we only have 60 seconds. I have an issue. I'm going to have to save this for another day.
Yeah, it's too long.
It's great question. I'm going to save that. So here's the thing. Jesse's going to be filling in for me next Saturday. So radio stations, same thing. He said this guy has an elephant too, by the way, Darren said.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Jesse's going to be filling in stations for me next week. It's still going to be the same format. Everything's going to be the same, just a different person. My wife is making me take a vacation before I start calving because she says I get hourly when calving season starts.
Do you realize that's Valentine's weekend too?
I don't do Valentine's Day.
Oh, well, I'm just warning you.
I don't.
Just warning you.
Get this. I already bought something 2 weeks ago for her.
I thought you didn't do Valentine's.
I don't. But I'm smart enough to get something.
Yeah.
I'm smart enough to do that. But anyway, so Jesse's going to be filling in for me next week. It's the station. Everything will be the same thing, just a different voice here behind it and all that good stuff. But anyway, Jesse, appreciate it. We got a lot of work to do. We got to get up to Mandan here tonight, set up some sound and do all that type of thing. Appreciate you coming down. We have a lot of work we got to get going, so we're going to let people go. Thanks for tuning in all across the Dakota Territory. Thank the radio stations again. Thank you guys for carrying my program. Over 5,000 radio programs I've done, Jesse, to this day.
I knew it had to be getting up there.
Yeah, and I'll cover the sheep thing in 2 weeks. I'll come back to that because it's a good one. Eat some meat, drink some milk. Thanks for tuning in today. Appreciate it. All right, stations, thanks once again. YouTube, appreciate everything here. And Gene Cox says, if you have a boat, BOAT, bust out another 1,000. And
sooner or later, it's going to happen.
It's going to. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. My first bust out another 1,000. I've winterized my own boat ever since I've had one. I think I've only taken it to town once. And this happened on my second boat, the one I currently have now. The first or second year I had it, I winterized it, and I'm still not exactly sure what happened. Pushed a soft plug out of the block. So I don't know if I didn't circulate the winterization fluid long enough or what happened. I fired it up the next spring. I'm like, why am I not getting water return out the bottom? And I jumped up and I opened the cover to where the inboard is sitting, and well, theirs was all my water. It was pouring it right out the side of the block. And I couldn't fix it myself because sure enough, the soft plug that pushed out was the one that was behind the motor mount.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that was a haul it to town situation there. That was my first BOAT situation I had. And
bust out another 1,000, buddy. All right. Let's get some work done. YouTube, thanks for tuning in today. We'll catch some of you whaling. We got your sizes. We'll see you tonight.
Yep.